Rejected 3 times this application cycle. So I basically applied to multiple programs, got rejected from every single one of them. Ugh. Hi! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther. I'm a nurse clinician here in Montreal, Canada, pursuing higher education. Given the lack of Canadian nurse content, I created this channel to show you what it's like to be a nurse in Montreal, and in hopes to really inspire you to either become a nurse or to just, pursue higher education. So if this is something that's interesting to you, please subscribe, and thank you again. Come along on this journey with me. All right, today I'm diving into the tough reality of getting rejected from 3 nurse practitioner programs. I'm basically sharing my personal plan to bounce back and just keep pushing forward. So if you want to hear it, just stay tuned and watch till the end of the video. So I'm sharing a story with you guys about getting rejected 3 times this application cycle. So I basically applied to multiple programs, got rejected from every single one of them. Well, I was rejected by 2 universities in Montreal. I was waitlisted in Ontario and finally basically denied just a few days ago. It looks like I would have gotten if there was more space, but technically it's still a rejection. But listen, I won't let it define me. I'm just gonna use it as an opportunity to just grow, learn, and see where it gets me. Okay, so I could not find any statistics about the NP acceptance rate in Montreal, but I am assuming it's quite slim because there's just a few universities that offer it, and there's only one in English here in Montreal. And there's only 20 seats this cycle. 20 seats this cycle. Are leaving bedside, they want to pursue higher education, or for multiple reasons. So one being work flexibility, higher compensation, and just more opportunities. I have a best friend that's a nurse practitioner, and she is doing the thing. She has a lot of flexibility, she has a lot of opportunities, she's happier. So ultimately that is my goal. All right, so applying to nursing school or nurse practitioner school is not for the weak. The admission requirements are very, very specific and can take a lot of time to accomplish. Right, so the admission requirements are very, very specific. So I grabbed my computer just to give you guys an idea of the prerequisites and admission requirements for McGill. This basically kind of applies to UDM, which is the University of Montreal. So those are the 2 schools that I applied to this cycle. And basically you need a bachelor's of nursing or master's degree in nursing. You need a minimum of 3.0 on the scale of 4.0. You always want to go on the higher end and actually still just get like a 4.0. Even if you get a 4.0, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will get into the program because it is quite competitive. You need your Ordre des infirmières et infirmiers du Québec license or equivalency. So you basically need your nursing license, and you need 12 units of university level biological sciences, whether that be physiology, pathology, pharmacology, and pathophysiology. And the field that you want to apply to, let's say I wanted to apply to primary care. Nursing experience by the application deadline is 3,360 hours of clinical nursing experience, equivalent to 2 years full-time within the last 5 years. 1 year of this experience in the primary care setting, whether that be emergency, GMF, which is like the doctor's office, CLSC, CHSLD. CHSLD is a like a residence, home care, emergency department. So those are just like, I can go a little bit into more detail in another video, but that is basically the required experience and prerequisites that you do need to apply to the NP program here in Montreal. And if you are out of, like if you've never worked in Canada before, you need at least 1 year experience of Canadian healthcare basically. So you have to work at least 1 year before you can apply to the program. So back to the acceptance rate. So there are less than 20 spots of admission in the program I applied to, but you know, I had faith that I would get in this time, but it is what it is. So getting rejected from an NP program is like basically a harsh reality that a lot of nurses face. It's common, it's tough, it's a setback. And because I haven't really found videos here on YouTube about this, I decided to share my own. I decided to share mine. Yeah. Alright, so today I want to talk to you guys about what happens when you get that rejecting letter, or several, like me, got 3 in one cycle, which was super overwhelming. But I did take this time to reflect about my next course of action. It's devastating. I felt defeated. I even felt embarrassed, honestly. And I personally didn't tell many people I was applying, literally because of the fear of rejection. And then having to disclose that I didn't get in, which was another whole thing. But you know, this is why I'm making a video about it, and I just want to share with you guys. So you might be like me and you start questioning your decision to pursue an NP degree, or wondering if it's simply cut for you, if it's for you. You know, like after several rejections, I was like, yo, like, is this for me? Is this God's sign that it's not for me? Like, what do I do next? And it really took a blow on my confidence. I ain't gonna lie, it was tough. Honestly, you might feel like your hard work and dedication have been for nothing. Like, that's how I felt. But I could tell you that I felt like this for weeks. And every now and then I kind of think about it. I'm like, man, like I would have been in the program by now, this, that, and the third. But I just kind of remind myself that God is in control and that everything happens for a reason. And I just gotta let God do his thing in my life. All right, so here's the thing. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth as a person or as a nurse. Delayed is not denied. Like, I just been telling myself that. And it's not like, it's not the definition of your ability or potential as a person. It's just a bump in the road, you know? Things like this happen in life, and not everything happens the way you want it to be. You just gotta be able to take that rejection and do something about it and use it basically as fuel to move you forward. So ultimately, the decision is yours, whether you want to mope about it or just do something about it. So one of the hardest things about rejection is feeling uncertain with what comes next, because maybe you're wondering what you did wrong, or what you could have done, or what you should have done. And you might be wondering if you'll ever get accepted to the program, or even if you're just good enough, you know? But listen, we gotta stop that negative thought, because you know, the unknown can be paralyzing, but it's essential to remind yourself that you're not alone. People get rejected all the time. I have a doctor that I was working with. He got rejected 3 times and still went forward, and he got accepted to med school on the 4th round, and he's basically working as a doctor today. So, you know, rejection happens, and it's basically what you do about it. So what do you do after getting rejected? What do you do? What do you do? So here's what I did. Okay, so first, I took some time to process my emotions. I reflected on my application. Although I didn't seek feedback from the actual school, I did speak with a few people who have gone through the program, and it just basically seemed like it was simply not my time, because I have the grades, I have the experience, I have a really good nursing background. So it just wasn't my time, and I accept. And I have always been open to constructive criticism, and I have used past rejections as an opportunity to move forward. The second thing I did was I reassessed my strengths and weaknesses, and I tried to identify areas where I could improve. So maybe my delivery and during the interview wasn't the greatest, because me, I'm very shy and I really don't like to speak Like right now I'm speaking to a camera, but I'm working on it. Maybe my thoughts weren't not as organized as they could have been. The third thing I did some self-care. I prioritized my physical and mental health. Like I just try to take it easy. I reached out to some friends and family and my support group. Don't be afraid to talk about your feelings. Because things like this happen in life, and as long as you have good support, then you should be able to move forward. My support group, they prayed for me and I felt at peace about it, and I understand that God's timing may not be mine, and that's one thing that you really have to take into consideration. Or it's also essential to think about other programs and other options that you could apply to and consider a different route, you know, to achieve your goals. So don't be afraid to think outside the box for other opportunities. This is not the only route in nursing per se, but for me, like I thought about teaching, but honestly, like my ultimate goal is to spend as much time working from home. I think teaching could be cool, but I don't know, I'm still kind of on the fence about it. But ultimately, I know what my goal is, and I'm still gonna try to accomplish that. Number 5, so basically back to my previous rejection. So I got rejected in 2022 primarily because I did not have enough primary care experience at the time, and I understood that. So instead of waiting for the next cycle, I applied to the Master of Nursing program at Laurentian University. It's 100% online, and it's in Ontario, Canada. And I actually just completed the program. Like the time went by so fast. I completed the program August 2024. And when I do reapply to the NP program, I know that I will only have the NP courses instead of the master's and the nursing courses at the same time. So basically, it wasn't like I wasted time. I was still able to continue going to school. And I know when I do apply to the NP program, I will just have the NP courses to focus on. So which is a win-win for me. All right, y'all. I hope this story is a testament to the power of perseverance and determination. Honestly, nothing in life is you think it'll be. We just pray that things happen at your own time, but honestly, it's not gonna happen at the time that you think it'll happen. You gotta let go and let God. I always refer back to this this Bible verse, and it is Habakkuk 2:2-3. This is the NKJV, New King James Version. So it says, then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is not yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak and it will not lie. Though it tarries, meaning it might take a while, you gotta wait for it, because surely it will come at the appointed time. And this verse is basically what keeps my goal set, because I'm ready again to reapply for the next cycle for fall of 2025, and I will definitely keep you guys posted. So if you are interested in seeing how I apply for the NP program for the 3rd time, please comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to follow my journey. So let me know, guys, in the comments if this video was helpful for you, if you would like for me to make a video on any other like nursing topic. Share this with a nurse, because ultimately not all nurses want to stay at the bedside, so this might be a cool video for them to watch. So in summary, getting rejected from the NP program was tough for me, but it's not the end of the world. It's not, and it's an opportunity for me to continue learning, to grow, and come back stronger with better experience. So all in all, like, don't give up on your dreams, because you are not alone. Rejection happens. If you've ever experienced rejection, I'd like to hear about it in the comments. Share your story so we can see like how we can continue supporting each other through social media. And also, if you're looking for tips about nursing in general, check out my next video where I'll be sharing my experience as a nurse and how I've had 6 nursing jobs in the last 10 years. All right, so thank you for watching. You'll see me on the next one. Bye.